That's just the mindset that I keep in while I'm building branding. There's a screw in one of the Cherokee's tires. Hey neighbors! So today we're running around doing a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna take you with me. I've been thinking a lot lately for work about brands and sort of creating visuals and the identity of it and what that means and everything like that. And so I kind of wanted to go over, while I'm running through errands, kind of what mindset of making a brand. Like, what is that like? And yeah, so come with me. So not an intended errand that I wanted to run today, but there's a screw in one of the Cherokee's tires, and so I noticed the pressure was low, so I thought I'd just take it in, and sure enough there's a screw there. So we're getting that done right now. But as I was going with this mindset for making a brand, it really starts with a couple pillars. The first pillar, and the most important pillar, is storytelling. When you have a product or a service, or even if it's just yourself, you have to think about what type of story you're trying to tell. That's the most important part. So that's one pillar, storytelling. Biggest, strongest pillar. And so building a brand is also about, like, in my opinion, is about busting open the space that you're in. You look at the market, the space that you want to be in, or even if it's, again, yourself, you look at kind of what you're presenting out there, who else is in your same, like, area, your same niche, and you see what's missing, what's different, how can you disrupt that? And that's the second pillar, is forming a plan, a strategy from the story that you make. The third pillar is everything else. It's the creative that fills that. And that's all about consistency. So it's storytelling, strategy, and consistency. Those are the three pillars. Everything else, like colors and logos and media and everything like that, that falls after that. Even the product itself falls after that. If you don't have those three things, then you have nothing. So those are the three main pillars. I'll get into another sort of idea of where to start from next. All right, guys, got the Cherokee back. Tires are good, or tire is good. They just patched. It was an easy patch. It was great, actually. Went really quickly. Enough of the tires. Back to branding. I think the main focus of those three pillars that I was talking about is what pulls it all together. So, like, a good way to do this, and a good way to find your brand, is think about the story, think about the product, and then start writing down words that are familiar to that. So start writing down essentially synonyms of your product. So for Coyote, I wrote down Coyote, and then I wrote down luxury, I wrote down nobility, I wrote down sporty, I wrote down lifestyle. And you start to get a picture of what all of this looks like. And then once you come to about 20 or maybe 20, 25 words, if you can, it'll be easier for you to look at all of these words together, and suddenly images will start sort of forming in your head of what that's going to look like. What a logo might look like, what the product itself will look like, how it's packaged, how it's delivered, everything like that will start sort of forming. And from there you can start playing with what you have and what you want, and most importantly, what you can produce. And that's kind of the mindset you have to have, is you're always kind of going back to those words and always kind of going back to the core of what the brand is about, returning to the story. For me today, right now, the story I'm going to do is a photo shoot for a watch brand. We're going to a machining factory, so let's go do that. I got done shooting with Justin and a photo shoot, and there's another photo shoot we have tomorrow for a safe company. You'll see that. I want to pick up a picture frame to put an AI generated picture in for tomorrow. You'll see more to that, but we'll talk about branding too on the way out. Walking into the sun right now. Got the picture frame I need for the prop for tomorrow. Creating a branding mindset. If you remember the pillars, the code words for your brand. Lastly is just to make sure that it's always cohesive. It's always the same. And that's really the key to it. So. All right, so there's some other stuff that obviously goes into branding, but that's just the mindset that I keep in while I'm building, not only for Coyote, but for clients and everything like that. Other people do it different ways. There's a lot more to it, but those are kind of the essentials. That's the mindset, that's my mindset I go through. But thanks for coming with me. Going home now, gonna see Emily, and that'll be the day. See you guys tomorrow.